Good morning and welcome to my channel. Chris Furlong here, and we are all about running, lifestyle and everything in between. And today we've got two parts to this video. First, we're going to go out for a nice 10k run, enjoy this beautiful weather. It is, it's good stuff. It's cold, it's fresh, but it's good stuff. Now, the second thing is, which I'm going to tell you now, but we're going to jump into it a bit later, is I've signed up for my first ultra marathon 50k. It's coming up on the 11th of September 2021 and yeah, so it's called the Surf Coast Century, but it's not 100k, it's only 50k. It's part of some of the different race events down there. And yeah, so what we're going to do is we're going to go for a run, go for a cruise, and I'm doing 10k, so try not to make it too long for you, but it will be a good hour and a bit for me. And then I'm going to take you through the plan and break it down. And yeah, so if you want to jump straight over to that, you can have a look and all that jazz. But for now, I'm going to just get out and have some fun, so you can come along for the scenery. Otherwise, jump on over to this point if you want to hear more about the actual plan. So yeah, I'm excited. It's a bit nerve-wracking, but it's exciting, and we'll talk about the plan and all that jazz, and doing it with Carla as well. So she signed up. This is her second one, so she'll be keeping me honest, that's for sure. Anyway, let's get this 10k done. I'm still listening to Shoe Dog on audio or Audible, and it's a good book. You should listen to it. I really think it's something to learn there for anyone that's chasing business, if you like running, and it's just a cool story about Nike and how it was made. So yeah, let's get cracking. Let's do it. Let's go. So good. Keep going. So good. All right, 6k in, folks. 4k to go. Time for some music, I think. Let's go. Go, come on. Got goosebumps again. So good. All right. Start of it was a bit of a tough run, feeling a bit sore. I am wearing my new shoes, the Asics Gel Cumulus 23s, and I think everything's still getting used to it because I feel so much different things. I don't know if they're good things or bad things. But definitely feeling things up in the glute and up in the hips, actually everywhere. So it's definitely to do with the mold and sole of the shoe. Anyway, it is what it is. I don't think it's bad, but definitely notice the difference. I just don't feel, they still feel a bit tight, to be honest. Very snug. Anyway, let's have a look at the stats, and then we're going to jump straight over and have a look at the details on the 50k and the plan. Well, what is the plan at this point? So we'll quickly look at the stats. I'm going to throw them up on screen right now. All right, there we are. 10k, 6:23 pace, hour and 4 minutes, 151 heart rate. I did speed up there at the end, and I was pushing myself, but I couldn't get a low heart rate just because I think it just felt uncomfortable for a bit. All round, pretty solid. You can see a few ups and downs, and really sped up in that last 2-3k just because I put some music on, and yeah, it's a bit of fun. It's a very solid run, good stuff. I'm gonna jump over and I'll talk to you about the ultra, and yeah, So I'll see you there.
All right, folks, so here we are. We're going to jump in and have a look at what this ultra marathon is all about. So that's right. If you haven't really paid attention at the start there, we are doing, and well, I am, not we, I am doing an ultra marathon coming up on the 11th of September. It's a 50K. You can see on screen right now, it's called the Surf Coast Century. There is also a 100K there as well. I'm just doing the 50K. Just take it easy. But what will be interesting is the training plan, and I kind of want to give you a bit of a sneak peek of what this plan is going to look like. I'm still building it out and I guess adjusting it and pivoting it. I will be following a bit of a boilerplate or blueprint that they have provided. Carla has actually used this program before when she did her first ultra a couple of years ago. So I'll be using this as my baseline, and then I'll be adjusting it and, maybe spicing things up a little bit. But I want to try and stick to what they're suggesting, just because this is completely out of my domain. And I know the focus is to have time on feet and getting comfortable with the endurance and all that jazz, which is why I've had some of the goals around, doing a half marathon once a month and trying to build that 10K as my usual go-to run, just to help build that base. So let's kind of just jump into it right now. There will be a few different terms used, which a lot of us should be familiar with when it comes to running, but if you're not familiar with it, well, we will touch on it. There'll be so we're going to have tempo runs, which is basically 85% of my current best race 10K pace. So I think this will be something that I really still need to go and do, and really figure out what these different levels are of 85% efforts and what my current efforts are. So I will have to do a lot of that work before I actually kick off the plan. The plan will be kicking off on the 24th of May. We'll also then have fartleks, which different people use different terminologies for this, but it's basically a workout that involves both hard effort and recovery efforts within it. We'll be doing intervals, we'll be doing hill repeats, we'll be doing hill walking, we'll be doing potentially some double runs if I can't get my long runs in for the entire, like some of these long runs are 4 hours. So if it means I do a 2 hour in the morning, 2 hour in the afternoon, I might have to do that. But the idea is to try and just focus on getting comfortable, time on feet, and the key run of each week being that longer run. So let's have a look at what the plan actually looks like. So as you can see on screen right now, we've got 16 weeks of what's going to be a big challenge, I think. And if we start to look at just the first couple of weeks, we've got 45-minute runs, 60-minute runs, and that's the difference for this plan. Is it's not about go out and do 10K, go out and do 8K. It's actually go out and do 45 minutes of running, go out and do 60 minutes on feet, go out and do 90 minutes on feet. And I think that's going to be a big mindset change. So first week, you can see they're pretty easy stuff. I'm not going to go into too much detail. You can have a look and you can give me your thoughts, of course, or suggestions, whatever. But this is what I'll basically be following and adjusting it as I go. And as you can see there's some suggestions of doing some trail races. So they also run a parallel race series called the Trail Run Series while this training plan is happening. So it means I'll get to, do some of the testing out on, some of the trail-like conditions, hills and sand and all that jazz. So should be pretty good. The course itself, if you want to have a bit detailed look, put it up on screen right now. But this is the elevation. This is, what it's going to look like. I'm not too fussed by the course at this point. I think the plan is the key thing. Think of it similar to the 2 Bays trail run that I've done before, with a lot more sand running and probably just, I guess, a longer distance, double the distance really. We're talking 50K. So not really setting goals around this or anything like that. It's really, let's just get it done. But yeah, that's kind of all I wanted to share in this video. And as we get closer, I'll be, doing a full series once again of, me tracking and showing you the ropes of me getting it done. And if you've got suggestions, if you've got ideas, if you've got things you would love to see in that training series, do let me know, because I've got a couple of weeks until I kick that off. So I'm just in planning mode of, will I do a weekly video or how that would look? I'm probably going to be doing weekly videos on it and just breaking it down, what the intent is of each week, and how we pulled up, how we progressed and whatnot. Yeah, so if you haven't seen my marathon training series that I did for my backyard marathon, check that out, get some ideas from that and let me know as well. But, I'm excited to be doing this. It's coming up quick. So it'll be a 16-week program and all the way to 50K. So pretty excited. I hope you're excited. Come along and hang out with me running, and you know, probably lots of tears, sweat, and hopefully no blood. But yeah, just looking at this plan, there's some big things there. So anyway, we won't try and dwell on it too much. So that's kind of all I wanted to share with you. Give that high level view and break it down a bit more. And yeah, as we get closer and as we get into the actual plan, and week by week we'll be going into a bit more detail. So really do appreciate you being here. If you've jumped on and had a look, and I know a lot of you that are watching this have done ultras or are very experienced. Maybe some of you that are watching this have no idea what I'm talking about as well. But you know, for those that are from the running community, you know, this is, I know a lot of you have given me advice over the years and have lots of suggestions and experience under the belt. So really do appreciate in advance any support and suggestions. Yeah, so thank you for being here.
All right, thanks folks. So that's it, and really do appreciate you being here. And let me know if you have any questions. Put them down below, and make sure you like, subscribe, comment, do the whole shebang, and hustle. Ciao.